Good evening,
Good
everybody.
evening, sir.
I hope you can also see me.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. Okay. So I'm happy to be here, and it's a thing of joy. Speaking as usual. As a lecturer, my duty is to speak and impact. And it's my joy to join you at the Thrive conference. And I'll be speaking on leveraging skills and networking for career growth. I will be limiting my discussion to only this because of time. And as a teacher, I want to carry along my audience and spend little time as much as possible, because if I want to be a teacher, really, I will speak and not stop. So, leveraging skills and networking for career growth. Let's ask ourselves, what is networking and what is skill? Just think about it for a while. What are those two things? Just think. Just be thinking about it, that what do we mean by leveraging? When you're talking about leveraging, you are making use of your resources, little that you have, to produce an output that is great. So we are talking about you leveraging on the skill that you have and also networking with other people in order to grow. And in today, the job opportunities abound and there are lots of competition too. So you need to leverage on your skill and you need to build a robust network so that you can advance career-wise, either as a student or as a worker. And today we are going to open ourselves to those strategies that we can use to enhance our profile, then how we can connect with leaders of industry, how we can connect with people that have gone ahead of us, because we need to fly on the wings of giants. And that's the only way you can be a giant, when you flock with giants. And how we can effectively showcase our expertise. And then we can now thrive like we call ourselves in this unique generation. So what is career growth? I know we all know what we call growth. When you give birth to a little baby, you expect that baby to grow up. And when that baby refuses to crawl or refuses to walk, there will be concern. And that's when you say that the baby have problem with growth, retarded growth, or it's not growing at all. We need to grow physically, we need to grow spiritually. And today we are talking about the fact that we need to grow career-wise. So when we are talking about career growth, we are talking about a growth that involves enhancement of skill, expansion of network, and ability to seize every opportunity that comes your way. Anyone that is going to grow career-wise must acquire skills from time to time and must continue to make it better every day. When you are making your skills, when you're acquiring your skills and you're making it better every day, it means you are growing. I'm a professor, but I still monitor my skill. I still monitor my skill this morning. I still look at my citation. Has it gotten to that of last year? I still look at the chart of my citation, how it's going. So we need to continue to enhance our skill. I need to enhance my skill in order to beat my record of last year. So as growth career-wise means enhancing skill, expanding network. We are not in the generation of do it all. We are in the generation of collaboration. Anyone that believes that he can do it only will definitely crash. So we need to network, and then we need to seize every opportunity that comes our way. Once an opportunity is lost, it's lost forever. So we need to seize opportunity of human resources, financial resources, any opportunity that comes our way. The opportunity for you to meet somebody today, make good use of that opportunity. Develop relationship, and don't allow that opportunity to slip from your hand. So anyone that will grow, anyone that will grow must continue to enhance his or her skills every day. The person that will grow career-wise must also continue to expand his network. Your network is your net worth. I hope you get that. Your network is your net worth. Your ability to network, to expand, is your network. And your ability to seize opportunity give rise to growth. For example, looking through LinkedIn in 2022, we found out that a lot of jobs were found on LinkedIn. That is a whopping percentage of 70% of job. So that is career growth. I need to emphasize that. And when you want to grow career-wise, there is something that is very important that will make you visible. And I know this generation know about it. And that is personal branding. Personal branding. Branding yourself is very important. Branding your business is very important. You need to brand whatever you are doing. So in today's market, in today's landscape, 85% of recruitment are made on social media. The companies, the university, the hospital, whoever want to recruit, go to your social media. I'm not talking about Facebook. Go to your social media and look at your profile. So you need to build a strong personal brand so that you can be visible, and then opportunity will locate you. So the second thing you need to put at the back of your mind as we go on this journey is that personal branding is important. Think about it. If you have a business, do you have a brand? Do you have a logo? Do you have what to stand for? I know a lot of students, a lot of workers today have other businesses they are involved in, and we all understand branding. In academia, in different types of profession, branding is also important. Then you need to identify unique skill. As individual, we need to identify our unique skill. That is where we can build on it and grow. There is a particular analysis to assess our unique skill. We call it SWOT. S for strength, W for weakness, O for opportunity, and T for threat. When you carry out analysis, look at your first 10 skills. What skill are you strong in? Which of it are you weak in? Which of those skills are bringing opportunity your way? Which of those skills are threats to you? By doing so, you'll be able to know your strength and your weakness. So you need to identify your unique skill. I want to tell you today, no matter what your profession, if your profession involves data analysis, if your profession involves getting data, creating data, sourcing for data, there is a programming language that is very important, and that is Python. You must know it. We'll still talk about this. Then the other thing we need to know is that we need to leverage on our network. We need to engage with other people in our profession. One of the platforms that we can use is LinkedIn. And I used to tell my students that if they are not on LinkedIn, they have not started their academic journey or professional journey. So you must be on LinkedIn, because that is the social media of professionals. That is where networking takes place. And networking is crucial for career advancement. So if you want to grow in your career, you must understand all this. You must understand what is career growth. You must understand that you need personal branding. You must understand that you need to identify your unique skill, and you must leverage on networking. You must leverage on networking. So how can we identify the skills? What are these skills? What are these skills that we need to identify? What are these skills that we need to identify? The first set of skills are the technical skills. We need to master technical skill. What are the technical skills that I need for my profession? We have different people from different professions listening to us now. So in your profession, locate the technical skills that you need in your profession and focus on the in-demand programming languages and framework in your own profession. You see, I just come into programming language because we are in this generation of tech. And there is no way, even if you are doing language, you must understand that we are in the generation of technology. So, as a medical doctor, as a biomedical science, as a life science person, you must understand that there are technical skills that you must acquire so that you can be marketable, so that you can get job, so that you will have better opportunities to get job. One of it is that you must learn programming languages. In my own field as a biomedical professional that is involved in getting data day in, day out, this data can only be processed with technical skills such as understanding Python programming language. As medical doctor, those who carry out epidemiology studies, you need to understand a programming language that is called R programming language. As a computer scientist, as a web designer, you need to understand some framework where you can get technical skills, where you can network to with other people. And all these skills is going to increase your job opportunity. So the first type of skill you need to get is the technical skills. The second type of skills has to do with the soft skills. So look at your profession. What are the technical skills that is needed for my profession? Whether you're a medical doctor, whether you are in the tech field or in the market or in the industry, in any aspect, identify the technical skill. Now, go ahead to identify the soft skill and develop those soft skills. Technical skills increases job opportunity by 30%. Soft skill increased job opportunities by 85%. So ask yourself, what are these soft skills? These soft skills has to do with your ability to communicate. Your ability to communicate. If you are a professional and you don't have communication skills, this may cost you a lot of things. If you're even into business and you don't have communication skill, it may cost you a lot of customers. So you need to have communication skills. We have a lot of soft skills, but communication skill is very, very important. You must know how to talk. You must know how to communicate with your co-worker. You must know how to attend to your patient. You must know how to attend to your customers. Then, another skill is teamwork. Teamwork. If you want to further your academy, you want to go into graduate studies, these are skills that will be required in your recommendation letters. They are soft skills. Teamwork. You need to have a team spirit, your ability to work with other people to collaborate, to tolerate. When you want to work with other people, you are going to tolerate other people. You must know how to tolerate. You must know how to sacrifice. You must not be the have-it-all type that will always gain from every transaction, that must gain from every engagement. So you must have a team spirit. You must have leadership. You must have leadership skill. These are skills that are soft, that are not mentioned, but are major. So you need to go and study what are the soft skills required for my profession. Then the third set of skills are the transferable skill. Transferable skill there are some that are overlapping with soft skill. But what do we mean by transferable skill? Technical skills have to do with techniques that are involved in your profession. Soft skills have to do with skills that are not frequently mentioned, that are soft, but are required. I've given an example. Then now, transferable skills. These are the type of skills that are applicable in different roles that you can find yourself in your profession, then in different industries, and even in different contexts. So these are skills that make you to survive transition. When you move from one office to the other, when you move from one department to the other department, when you move from one industry to the other industry, when you move from one university to the other university, when you move from one country to the other, the skill that will make you to survive are referred to as transferable skills. One of those skills is adaptability. How can you adapt when you get to a new environment? These are skills that you need to develop to advance career-wise. Adaptability. Then problem-solving skills. You don't run away from problem. You don't run away from problem. Even as a child of God, you don't run away. Is that problem that is going to produce perseverance in you and is going to build you. So you don't run away from problem. You must have problem-solving skills. Let's look at it. Transferable skills gives about 60% of employee job. We say technical skill is going to increase your opportunity of getting a job by 30%. Soft skill is going to increase it by 85%. Transferable skill is going to increase it by 60%. So this is telling us that for you to grow career-wise, it's not all about technicality. There are some skills that are subtle, that are soft, that you need to acquire. There are some skills that are transferable, that can help you. When you are moving from one phase to the other, you need to acquire this skill. I will employ you to go and study these skills. Very, very important for you to know these skills, study them. So how do we have talked about skill, acquisition of skills. Now, let's talk about how do you build network? How do you build network? We are leveraging on our skills and our network to advance in our career. So now, how do we build network? Because our network is our net worth. You need to know how to build relationship. But now we are talking about professional relationship. We are talking about our career. And we are in a generation of technology. There is a platform that builds network. I've mentioned it before, and that is the LinkedIn platform. If you are under the sound of my voice and you are not on LinkedIn, it's better you register there, and it's better you even opt for the premium version if you are looking for a job, and you will have testimonies within very few period of time. So the first step you need to take in your networking journey is to optimize your LinkedIn profile. How do you optimize it? How do you make it appealing to people? One of what I've learned is that you use professional photo. You use, not photo. We're talking about professional photo. And a lot of you know this. You use professional photo, not the photo that you're able to take with your phone. You need to go to studio. You need to tell a professional photographer that you want to take a professional photo. And then you'll be advised on what you need to wear according to your profession. And they will take you a professional photo. And this is the photo you are going to upload on your LinkedIn profile. And then you need to put a compelling headline on your LinkedIn. Don't just joke. Don't just register for registering sake on your LinkedIn, because this is where you will meet a lot of people. And what you put on your LinkedIn is very important. So you have to put a compelling headline. And then you highlight the skills that you have. Content writing, laboratory analysis, Python programming language, all the skills that you have, you highlight them there. And then you write about your achievements. You write about your achievement, the awards that you have been given, the fellowship that you have accomplished. You write about your advancements, your achievements in that field. And this is what is going to attract people to your profile. If you have been commended before, you put that commendation letter there. You put a statement there. The person that is commending you is also very important. So you need to optimize your LinkedIn profile. You are not just opening LinkedIn profile. You need to make it attractive. Then the second step is to engage in professional events. If you want to network, apart from opening LinkedIn, you need to engage in professional events. What do I mean by this? If you are a medical doctor, you need to engage in conferences that are meant for medical doctor. If you are a researcher, you need to go to conferences that are meant for researcher in your own field. I would recommend that you go to 3 conferences annually. That is the least. 3 conferences annually. That is where you can network. And that could give you job opportunities. This year, I've been to more than 4 conferences that I can quickly remember now. And sure, I've been to 4 local conferences. I've been to 1 international conference. And I know what those conferences have earned me. So you need to go to conferences. You are not a local champion. You don't go to local conferences alone. You go to international conferences. That's where you can meet those who are important in your field. So networking is very important. It makes you to know what is going on in your field, and then it gives you job opportunities. There is 70% increase in your chances of getting a job by going to conferences. So we're talking about how you can network. The first thing I mentioned is registering on LinkedIn. The second thing is attending conferences, attending professional events. You cannot, if you want to stay relevant in your field, you must continue to attend conferences. You must keep money for conferences. If you cannot get travel grant, use your money. I've started keeping money for conferences for next year. So if you cannot get grant, use your money. Money is going to call money. When you have that visibility, you have opportunities. So you need to attend professional events in order for you to get networking opportunities. And if you go to all professional conferences, there are sections that are allocated for networking. I was in a conference a few months ago in Germany. The registration for the conference is there. The registration for the networking too is separate. That shows you how important networking is. There's a section that is given to networking. People will just sit down, start talking with other people, start telling them, this is what I'm doing, and this is how far I've gone. I don't know whether you have interest in it. You get to meet people. You cannot just sit down at home and feel that things will come to meet you there. So number 3 is conduct informational interview. Reach out to people that are ahead of you. Reach out to professionals in your field. At least 5 professionals in your field every month. You can use your LinkedIn page to meet them by sending messages to them. You can request for a 20-minute chat with them. And then when you meet them, you can ask questions about your profession, how you can advance in your profession, how you can do what you cannot do alone in your profession. What is the trend of things in that particular field? You can ask. So you need to meet professionals in your field. If you're a student, you need to meet lecturers in your field. You don't need to run away from the reality. You need to meet lecturer to guide you. I've seen a lot of students walk up to me and ask me, sir, I want to have a discussion with you. And the student just said, the only thing I want to hear from you is how you're able to navigate your career. How you're able to achieve this? How you're able to achieve this? And we started talking. So you need to conduct informative interview. Then when you do all this thing, I also want to add to it that there are some networking platforms online. Apart from LinkedIn, there are some networking platforms. Mentoring is part of networking. So if you network, you also need to do follow up consistently. When you meet with people, after your meeting with them, send a personalized thank you email to them within 24 hours of your meeting to let them know that you appreciate your meeting with them, and then schedule quarterly meeting with them. By so doing, you are maintaining a relationship. You are maintaining a relationship with them. As a Christian, we know the story of Martha. You know the story of Martha in the Bible. Martha is not somebody that you can just say you are proud of, because she was the one that 7 spirits was chased out of. But after her deliverance, she started following Christ, started developing relationship with Christ, until she became the first set of women to see Christ after his death. So when you meet people, you continue to do follow-up, and you continue to keep your relationship with them so that you'll be able to get the best out of the relationship. So this is the networking process flow for career growth. And that's what I've explained. This is just a diagram representing it. And I would like to talk briefly on personal branding. How do you brand yourself? How do you brand yourself? How do you brand yourself? You can brand yourself, one, by crafting your elevation pitch, by introducing yourself with your unique skill, a skill that is very, very rare to see. Then you can also introduce yourself with your memorable story, with something that is very, very important that has happened to you. Then when you want to brand yourself, I know branding is a course on its own. It's a course on its own. When you want to brand yourself, you also develop a strong portfolio. That you develop a strong portfolio, you add network that you belong to. For example, those who are doing website design and all those things, they have this GitHub and Behance. You can attach your link. You can leverage on testimonials, what people have said about you, what you have achieved. So you can brand yourself with all these things. And then another important thing is consistency. The picture that is on your let me remove Facebook, it's not academic. The picture that is on your ResearchGate must be the picture that is on your LinkedIn platform, must be the picture that is seen on your website, must be the picture that is seen on the resume that you have uploaded online. Consistency is very important. That says a lot about you. People will now see you as a consistent person. So you must use your professional photo very well to create cohesion across all your professional platform. And that will give you a rise in recognition to about 50%. Just the fact that you are consistent with your photo. Because you see, you go to ResearchGate, another photo, you go to LinkedIn, another photo, you get to your website, another photo. That is not consistent. Everything you do, people read meaning to it. So for you to be visible, you need to be consistent in what you do. You need to be consistent in what you do. So I will try to round up because of time. Try to round up because of time and give room to question. Give room to questions so that we'll have time to talk about other things that we are unable to talk about. But before we ask questions, I want to give you a hint that networking is very important. One, for job placement, networking is very important. In 2022, 70% of jobs were through networking. So if you can even type the job you are looking for into all these platforms, then mentorship is also very important. And so make sure that you have a good relationship with your mentor. You have a good relationship with your supervisor. You have a good relationship with your superior. All those things are very important for networking. And then you must have a strategy. And that strategy must be the one that works. Must be the one that works. So how can you practically exercise growth? We are talking about bringing skills and network to produce growth. One of the practical ways is for you to create skill inventory. These are the things that you take home now to go and do. These are the practical things. You create your skill. Write down your top 10 skills. I've talked about this. Write down your top 10 skills. Rate them from level 1 to 5. Then look at the gap. The ones that you are strong in, give yourself a thumb up. The one that you are weak in is a gap. That means that you need to get more training. Those are the skills that you need to get more training in. Then go to where you can get more training to make up for those gaps. So for you to develop, for you to grow, you must create skill inventory. Look at your skills that are required in your field. Look at the one that you have strength in them. Look at the one that you are weak in it and go and develop yourself. Then develop networking plan. Outline people that you want to meet in the next 3 months. Outline the number of conferences that you want to attend in the next 3 months. Another practical way of growing is to engage in role playing. Practice how you meet people, practice how you network, practice how you work together. Let your friend give you feedback. Then another practical way of growing is to reflect and adjust strategy. If you use a particular strategy and you say that it's not bringing the result, okay, you attended this conference. This is the strategy you use to meet people. And then after coming back, you find out that that strategies were not very effective. If you are going to another conference or another meeting next time, you must work on your strategy. That is what I mean by reflect and adjust strategy. Reflect on how you do things and adjust your strategy. So, in conclusion, skills are the driver of career growth. What do I mean by this? Today, in medicine, for example, a lot of medical students in Lautech, they are now learning programming language. I saw them live in SQI. They are there learning programming language. So during this, the strike period, you are not just going to sit down somewhere, go and register. So if you are a medical doctor, you need to know programming language. If you are a scientist, a researcher, you need to know programming language. I want to tell you that there is no profession where programming language is not important. So you need to acquire skills as much as possible, skills that are relevant to your field. And that is what is going to make you grow. That is what is going to drive your growth. They are the multivitamins for growth. Then number 2 that you need to take away from here today is that networking gives you opportunity. So you must network for opportunity. Don't just feel that you can do it alone. Register on networking platform, attend conferences, meet people that you believe in, people that you trust in, people that you see as role model, and ask them how they are doing it. Number 3 takeaway, adapt strategies regularly. When you say that something is not working for you, adjust it. And you can only adjust when you know your strengths and weaknesses. Then commit to lifelong learning. That is one of the skills of 21st century. The only thing that can make people to survive in this generation is ability to continue to learn new skills. Ability to continue to learn new skills. As a lecturer, I force myself to learn bioinformatics, even at a time I'm not supposed to. So you must commit yourself to lifelong learning. So in conclusion, all said and done, skills acquisition is crucial for career growth. And networking is important because your network is your net worth in the professional world. Thank you. God bless you.